Check, 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 check. Hey, yeah, okay, sound's back on. Yeah, thanks for telling me about that on the stream. It's real easy to accidentally leave the sound off because I have to reconfigure things for the weekly download and stuff. So, yeah. All right, cool, cool. Thanks for telling me, guys. Yeah, next time, anytime you notice anything in the, anything like that, just speak up. You know, it's there's a lot of shit going on in this studio, so it's easy to leave the sound off. Okay, so today I want to do like a kind of old school sample chop timer, just so that Hondo can get a bit of a handle on like how that whole process works. So we're just going through some old records to try and find some nice samples, and I'm really trying to get. Oh my God! Okay, I gotta put this into do not disturb airplane mode. Cool. So I want to just see if I can find like a nice. Nice sample. Junkie Baby. That sounds promising. Suitable. Yeah, I want to try to find something a little bit more slow down. Oh, brother, man. I think I saw that movie. Do what you can. Yes, these are all like, if I was making breaks, these would be great. I mean, I could always like just pitch fuck them until they're a different tempo. Yeah, this new Marrow Records, man, it's such a great bunch of samples. Oh. Dude, that's the shit right there. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I think that's our sample.
Like Buddy Guy almost.
Yeah. You know, my dad played fucking rhythm guitar with Buddy Guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was rhythm guitarist for a bunch of his live shows.
I did some interviews with him back when I was working as a music journalist, and he's just fucking cool, dude. He's just a cool guy.
I just like imagine Buddy Guy watching like the South Park Canadians and being like, "I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, buddy." Like I always think of him when I think of.
He would probably love it.
He'd probably think that was hysterical.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to figure out what key and tempo it's in. So I like to figure out the key and the tempo before I start the timer, because if you don't have your key set on the push or you don't know your notes on the piano or whatever, you can lose tons of seconds later. So I always like get everything kind of tuned up to what the sound is before. So I'm just gonna do this, like I'm just gonna play it with the thing on so you can kind of see the push. I'll change camera angles later, but there's not really anything exciting going on in Ableton right now, so this is just me figuring out what key and shit we're in, and I'm gonna like change some of the sounds to just find something that's a bit more appropriate. But I like to just, you know, before I start the timer, I'll just kind of get everything, you know, like maybe the kicks and snares aren't the most appropriate for that sound. Right. Maybe some of the synth patches aren't that appropriate for the record. So I'll like change my patch on the Pro 2. I'll change my patch on the Moog, and just try and find stuff that's like more appropriate. Although I kind of want to use this, like this patch that we had the other day. Actually, let me just make sure that the Moog one.
Your ARP ME?
Yeah, the ARP ME patch. Let's see. What's up here?
Yeah, but I see what you're saying. Is find.
Playing. It should be playing. See, maybe my thing is not. Maybe my device is. No, it should be on. Okay, so we should be seeing.
Maybe some sound.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool patch. Although that one thing that is not is a bass patch, so that's going to go back into the melody section. But yeah, I thought that patch was cool. Let's see what we got in here.
Maybe sitting on your lap.
That will sound very cool if I get my good old-fashioned duct reverb on the job. That will sound really cool with some duct reverb. Put the duct. I got the memo that we're going to the park. Oh, let's show the baby to everybody on the live stream. Yeah. Okay, we're doing the timer beat now. Yeah, you guys get to meet Asha now. Let's bring Asha over here. Hi, Asha. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing, little baby girl? Yeah, check it out. It's my totally awesome baby. This is Asha. She's very sweet. She's very healthy. She likes nursing a lot. She's taken very well to nursing, so she's really happy and really healthy. And I'm super lucky. She slept through the night last night too, so everybody got lots of rest. But yeah, she's a little bundle of joy. Yeah, Asha, you're just the best. Mommy and Daddy love you very much, and we know that you're gonna grow up to be awesome no matter what you do. We're gonna support you no matter what you do, and you're gonna be the best. She's like, where's the nipple? Where's the nipple? Let me suck on your arm. See, look, always hungry, man. And she's been nursing like so crazy, man. It's so cool. Yeah, it's great because a lot of babies, like, they don't take to nursing right away, and then they scream like crazy, but she's super calm.
Just chill.
Yeah, you're just the best, Asha. We love you. We're so lucky. Hi everybody. Hi, everybody. I really want to do the Lion King thing where you hold her up and scream that song, but I think it's probably, I'd probably fuck her neck up or something if I did that. Or I'd probably mess her neck up. Whoops, got to work on my potty mouth. Asha, I'm so glad that you're here. Yeah.
Never ever.
All right, let's get, you got some stuff on your face there. Let's clear that up.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. Yeah, baby girl. Yeah, baby girl. Who's the specialist, huh? Who's the specialist, little baby? Yeah, so lucky, man. What a relief to get such a happy, healthy baby. All right, Asha. It's timer beat time. So, yeah, say goodbye. All right, here you go. Just remember, never, ever shake a baby. Yeah, we got to finish that song, man. The Never Shake a Baby song is just, oh, you dropped a sock. Yeah, she's always trying to get naked. She's always trying to get naked.
Like them
but yeah, we'll finish up that Never Ever Shake a Baby song. I felt that was a very promising sample choice.
It was just fun, dude, and it was, it was suitable for the time and you, and it was a good first day to work with what we were working with.
Okay, so this should be giving me. We should be getting mad reverb out of this.
Some action.
Oh, weird. The gate. Why is this sidechaining so hard?
Rocking.
Okay. So we should be getting really intense reverb out of this right now. Oh, I see what's going on. This thing is some... There we go. There we go. Okay, that'll be a cool sound. I'm actually going to save that right into my template. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. All right, cool. So I just adjusted my... I think this... I love that. I love that sidechain reverb trick. It just sounds so great every time. Cool, man. I think maybe this echo unit could have a little bit more high pass. Open it up a little bit. I love the way the echo comes up on the push. You see that? How cool that is.
That is cool. Helps you know where you're at, man.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we got a good Pro 2 patch. then I'll probably put an arpeggiator on that one. And then I got the ChordBot, this new ChordBot device. I want to see if I can get this thing working.
Well, hey.
Oh, how did I turn that arpeggiator on?
Did you press down one of the knobs?
Yeah, arpeggio on. Let's see if I turn that knob. No, okay, maybe I pressed that knob. Oh no, cancel. How the fuck did I? Yeah, I'm still learning how this thing works here.
I've had it for like 2 hours, man.
Yeah, I haven't even watched any of the tutorials yet. How did I turn that on? Is it M? No. Yeah, so I still need to figure out how the sync works. Okay. Oh, cancel. Okay, so
Do you want me to close that door?
yeah, if you could close the door,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Okay, Alt. Maybe if I lock it, Alt check. Does that lock it? How the fuck did I turn this arpeggiator on?
Is there an ARP button? Just in
Yeah,
general?
well, I'm trying to figure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to watch a few more tutorials. I'm still having trouble navigating the menus and shit on it. But yeah, it's really cool. It's like you can program in arpeggiators and all this other cool stuff. We'll learn how the ChordBot works soon. But yeah, that was my little present to myself when the baby happened. So, okay. So anyway, back to doing a timer.
Finding the key.
So we got to find the key and the BPM. So I'm just going to see what BPM this is and see if I want to change it. But when you do that, you don't want to have it in session view or in arrange view, because if you change the BPM in arrange view, it'll start jumping around.
Yeah.
So you want to have it unwarped and then just play it. Something is playing to the Pro 2. Oh, is the sequencer's on? Let's turn the sequencer off there. Now this should be at 0. Okay.
Just start tempo tapping.
Okay, so that's 66 and a half. So that's like, what is that, 133 double time? 66 and a half. Yeah, that'd be 133. Math class pays off, people. Don't skip math class.
It's good for multiple different.
Okay, so oh, man, my mouse died again. Okay, more batteries. I always feel like such a fucking asshole every time I change a pair of batteries. I'm always like, I am part of the problem. And it says right in the Apple manual to do not use rechargeable batteries, not designed for rechargeable batteries.
That's not cool.
Don't use it. Yeah, it's totally not
That's
cool.
not
man.
cool.
I feel like a dick every time I change batteries.
In that situation, it should be something that fucking you charge. You
I know,
like,
man.
What the hell?
And there's no like rechargeable option for the Apple mouse.
Like think about like a GoPro that fucking stays
Yeah,
lit forever running
pretty
video,
whack.
and this is a mouse.
Yeah, it's pretty whack. Although those GoPro batteries, man, they die fast.
Yeah, that's true. They're working pretty
Okay,
heavy.
so 66. So 60 times 2 is 1. Okay, I guess.
120.
Yeah, they're speeding up.
Yeah, they're moving forward a little bit.
Damn, guys, get your fucking act together with use a metronome, yo. All right. No, that's okay. A lot of the time when you're doing band music, it's like that. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of warping because ever since Live 9, the sampler can warp, which is really cool. So I'm going to use, I normally don't use warp samples, but their metronome following leaves much to be desired. Just go look for drift. Actually, here, I'll put it on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. So now I'm just kind of trying to make sure that this is all nice. The mix looks really good, though. Like, that waveform looks really good. And it sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's clean.
So I'm just going by the snares. Just keep the scroll later, line up the snare.
Yeah. Get in the hit grid.
Okay, scroll later, look for drift. Scroll later, look for drift. You only really have to do this with bands, though.
Right.
Unless it's like electronic music from the 80s. Electronic music from the 80s has the grids all over the place.
Drifting around.
But a lot of good electronic music in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
A lot of electronic music heads sleeping on the earlier
Dark Side
shit.
of the Moon was released in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Actually, I think that was 70s.
Maybe actually late 70s.
Yeah. Very advanced, man. On the Run, what a fucking game changer that was. Fuck, this is a great sample. I mean, there's not too much I would sample from it other than like the break. Like, there's not that much variation. So I'd probably just find the perfect loop and chomp it.
I'm a big fan of guitars, so it catches my ear every time I hear a second riff.
Yeah, but
It's just my style.
okay, cool.
There
So
you go.
that's warped now, close enough. Actually, I'll do the beginning too, because I might want to sample some of it. This is probably the most different shit that happens in the whole thing. The rest is just like.
It's kind of like noodling. Blues noodling. The guitar chord goes on for the rest of the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a ton I'd grab in there. But anyway, okay, so that's got our key and BPM. We're going to call it 130. Close enough. And now I'm going to go and just play piano on top of it until I can find what scale I'm in. So how you do that on the push, and actually I'm going to switch back to my other camera mode so you can see the push a little better. How you do that on the push, right, is you go to the scale mode, put it in C major, chromatic. And now you can see we got the black and the white keys. Like, you see the way those are showing up on the push there?
Yep.
So now what I do is I'll play it, and I'll first try and find the root note. So I'll just count up from C to find the root note. Okay, so that's the root note. So what is that? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 below. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are in G sharp. So now if I go here, I can go to G sharp, which is A flat, and I'll take it out of chromatic mode and put it in key. And then this gives us a major scale. But I can tell you right now that's some kind of funky minor scale.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count up the scale and see. Normally with minor scales, like when it's those top couple notes, like the 7th and the 6th, that are varied between the different variants of minor scales, like between like a, like a harmonic and a melodic minor, etc.
Sure.
That's really where the variation comes.
Those are the
So
notes
if I
that-
run
like
into
the
snags
deviation
up
notes.
here, I'll start changing different types of minor scales. Maybe it's Dorian, maybe it's whatever. And then if that still fails, sometimes I'll just pop it into the pentatonic minor because that's going to go with almost
Every
everything.
single one
So.
of them, and then figure out what you feel like.
No, that's the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So we're in just a nice normal minor in G or A flat minor.
A-flat.
But yeah, so if you saw that, that's how you do that on the push. I'm gonna change camera views again.
It's either
Okay.
a G sharp or an A flat.
Yeah. So now, now that we have that, I want to just go check out I want to go to my drums and just see if I've got the most appropriate kind of drum sounds and stuff. Because sometimes I like to turn the 128s on the drums just to like make sure that my shit sounds nice.
You just open up your drum machine.
I want to trade that with the other one though, because I think this one, check it out, when you grab a drum rack cell and you drag it onto another one, it swaps them.
Word.
And then this one, I want to get it harder.
Some kind of more in the genre, almost.
And this I have a counter going. I'm going to change which row it is. And then I think I want shakers up with the top one and hats with the bottom one. Okay, let's find a different row for hats. But you can see that's just cycling through the 128. There's a weekly download about this. You can't get this rack anymore, but I got them to give me permission to, or you can't get this max patch anymore, but I got them to give me permission to give it to the weekly downloaders.
That's pretty cool that it just jumps around like that.
Yeah, and then you can make it so the kick has a counter on it, so the kick resets this.
Oh, okay.
Right. So if I go into here,
spot.
yeah, if I go into the counter here. My max patches, max MIDI effects. I can take this counter remote and put this counter remote on the kick, and then I can say send action to, and it's going to say set next to 1, and then over here this is counter ID 1. So it's the same. So
Starts it then, yeah. So lets it spin around.
Yeah, it makes it so all the cycles are talking to each other. It's the shit.
That is fucking great.
I still don't know about this snare. Yeah, that sounds. Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I'm happy with those drum sounds.
Fresh.
Let's see what's up with the potatoes. It's like Christmas up in there.
Right.
This one could maybe be different. On that one, I feel like it's not quite hitting at the beginning. Oh no, it is. Oh, that one, I think. Oh, that's all good. Oh wow, it's actually getting warm in here. Might have to start turning on the AC. It's just nice. It's really hard to temperature control the dojo, man. It's like a giant warehouse, right? So, okay, cool. So I'm happy with all that stuff. Let's see what. That sounds pretty good. And then. That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see how the Pro 2 pluck. That other pluck was better. I think I'm going to change sounds on this. Wow, what an interesting interesting patch. That's cool. I don't know if I'll use it, but it's
layered, dude.
it's really cool. Yeah, it's a cool patch. And then what about this Hoover? Yeah, Hoovers are always good. Everybody likes a good Hoover. We got a nice chord patch. Got a good piano patch. What's the Moog One up to? Oh yeah. And then I know I want to use an arpeggiator for that, so I'm just going to go ahead and put an arpeggiator on beforehand. So I know that's going to be arpeggiated. Probably 16ths, probably 2 octaves. That's cool, could be louder. Also, I'm going to give it a bit of everybody's favorite compressor, OTT, which means you got to put a gate. Because OTT will fucking do that if you don't have a gate. Yeah, just get those hot. Great. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, OTT, get this free plugin. It's the best. It just brightens everything so naturally. I mean, it's a really extreme effect, but it's real useful. It's free. Yeah, it's based on the... I did a whole weekly download just on OTT compression the other day, so definitely watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the OTT is the biz. Okay. Cool. So now we've got our sample. We've got this. I'm going to just delete all these extra chains from the last time I did the timer. Then I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to give it a save as. And this one is called Is It Because I'm Black? Which these days, usually it is. Fuck racism. Shit. Fuck racist people. Fuck Nazis. And fuck our racist president.
Yeah. Fuck all that shit.
Just gotta say it.
Concurred.
Gotta say it. Silence is complicity, people. Sometimes you gotta say, fuck you, Nazis.
Sometimes you just gotta say, fuck you, you Nazis.
Yeah, so what are we, March 29th today, right?
I believe so.
March 29th, or March 28th. March 28th. Is It Because I'm Black? Yeah, I started this Black Klansman remix I might do the other day. I did it as a timer beat. It was pretty cool. That movie's like film of the year 2018 in my opinion.
I gotta see that.
I mean, Hereditary was pretty good too. Hereditary was pretty good, but I think like Black Klansman, like it's just really nice to see Spike Lee, like he's such an aged,
too,
yeah, it all happened in Colorado Springs, yeah. And Spike Lee is like, he's such an aged dude, you know, and a lot of people,
he's fucking rad,
a lot of people, they just start phoning him in once they get that far in their career, and Spike Lee, it's his best film.
But I mean, the whole idea that, you know, some guy in Colorado Springs, an African American, infiltrated the KKK is just...
yeah, it's amazing. It's really remarkable. But yeah, the film is just, it's one of the best. And it's really cool because it's like, it's a film about, you know, about racism, which is normally a fucking bummer. Like, yeah. You know, a lot of times, but Beasts of No Nation, that was another film that was about, like, about child soldiers in Africa. And that movie was so enjoyable to watch. Like, the subject matter was dark and hardcore and all that, but it was just such a beautifully executed film and such a, like, human story and a human take on the whole thing that it's like, yeah, there's moments where it's sad, but you don't leave that going like, oh my God, the world's fucked. I have no faith in humanity anymore. Like, this sucks. Yeah. You know, like, you leave it, like, just being really, like, I mean, you're in touch with the issue impact. And it doesn't soften the blow of the issue, but it was like, it really, like, you're left being, like, inspired and not bummed out. And same thing with Black Klansman, man. Like, that movie was like, yeah, because I didn't go see it in the theater. I'll admit to not going to see it in the theater.
Right.
But you know, after seeing it, I was like, oh man, everybody needs to see this movie. Like, this is just a real fucking A+ movie.
It is on the list.
Yeah. All right. So this guy, because the chips in it are really old, it sometimes needs to be hot plugged. I can't wait till we get this chord bot going though. Let's see, come on, there we go. Okay, that's going. So I got to reset all my faders and stuff on this so that everybody's at the appropriate initial value. So then basically this controller, it looks like there's a lot going on, but basically this controller this is like a piece of MIDI controller history here. This guy is the Mojo by Moldover. It was like the first big arcade button controller. There's only 10 of them in the world. And the MIDI Fighter, they actually kind of took the idea to use arcade buttons from Moldover. And he was originally on the MIDI Fighter team, but he's really uncompromising with his approach and just didn't want to make a cheap consumer fucking one.
Yeah.
So they kind of you know, that he ended up leaving the team, unfortunately, which sucks because he could have been, he could have been involved in it more deeply. But this controller is all super high grade components, and but you can do like all I'm doing here is I'm controlling like the crossfader does the crossfader. I got my group volumes here, group low pass here, group delay here. This is controlling the delay, send, like feedback and filter. This is the reverb, decay time, and the filter. And then these are like some glitch effects, and then all these touch strips. Like this is my master effects, and then these are like beat repeats on all the individual channels, mutes on all the individual channels, solo on all the individual channels, gate on all the individual channels, and then these are like scratch racks. And then this selects the effect on the master, and that tweaks it. But you could set up something like that with any controller, like a MIDI Fighter Twister would be perfect. And then you could have like these kind of controls over whatever, and it just makes it so that when you're firing in the scenes, you can like play in the automations and stuff.
Big fan of doing it.
But yeah, that's all that is. Okay, so I'll go back to the other camera.
Yeah, the Mojos are dope, man. I remember when I saw Moldover down in Denver, and he had that, and he was showcasing it.
Oh, Ryan's saying he uses rechargeable batteries with his Apple mouse. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to do it. Yeah, Michael, really stoked for Ever After Festival, man. It's going to be great to come back to Canada and fucking rock it. In the T-Dot, my hometown. My birthplace. Yeah, it's cool. They never really, I never really got to headline in Toronto, so it's nice to fucking have a big fat headline gig.
Hell yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah.
About fucking time.
Bringing it back home, huh?
Yeah, it's cool, man.
That's
great.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
really
it's
great.
Toronto. I mean, Canada in general is one of those places you got to move away before people take you serious. you got to be famous somewhere else before they care. But a lot of places are like that, man. To be honest, a lot of places are like that. Okay, so then this is warped, and then hopefully it kept my original warping. Seems to have kept it. Yeah, it seems to have kept my original warping. Great. Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, and then I want to put this on a choke group, so I'm going to go here, put that on choke group 1, but you can see what I'm editing is there in the drum rack.
Yep.
So I'm putting that on choke group 1, and then this transpose, that changes what note comes out of the drum rack, but I don't want to transpose in this case. I just want it to be on 1, and then you can see here I'm going to be doing my sample editing on that screen.
Yes, yeah. I saw that last time.
And then I'm going to put this onto one-shot mode. Now, another thing that I often do before I start the timer is I'll go copy, I'll copy one of these to like here, right? And then I'll mute that one because...
So you have the originals chilling there?
Yeah, because... because there are going to be times when I want to stop that.
Oh, right, the mute.
And then I'll make the mute one red, so... It's really nice to have a stop, because... Like that mode where you just tag it and it plays, I love that mode, but it's nice to be able to have a stop clip. Okay, cool. So now we're ready to run the timer. Okay.
You just duplicated that, moved it to another one.
Yeah, you hit the duplicate command, then you go pop, pop. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change the view again over to here, so that y'all can see. You can see what I'm doing on the push a little bit better. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the magic half hour, which is the timer that I've been training you on.
Yep.
And the stages of the magic half-hour timer are chop samples, make some sequences, add drums and subs, find your riffs, make it drop, arrange and automate. Okay? And I use this one when I'm trying to, like, if I'm doing like a lo-fi hip-hop vibe, or like, you know, something else that has some melodies. But sometimes, like, if I'm just chopping up mud pie synth sounds that are just like crazy noises, I won't have the add a melody stage, and instead I'll just add another, like, I do the drums, and then there's drums, and then like make it drop, and then like add whatever other sounds. Yeah, add whatever sounds. So it's basically the addition or subtraction of the melody stage is the difference. Oh yeah, here, and then I'm gonna go on here, and I don't like the way the webcam is refocusing there, so I'm just gonna do that. There we go. That's got my webcam a little crispier. Yeah, webcam settings app, man. It's a really good app. Yeah, I've been meaning to. I wonder if there's this open on launch. Is there open on launch? Because I kind of want it to open every time I open. Advanced preferences. Yeah, I'll probably have to just figure out how to make that open on launch. Because, yeah, look how much better the camera is when you have that webcam settings app on. All right, cool, man. I think we're just about ready to start. I'm going to pause the timer to switch over to the other camera when that time comes. Oh, this thing's fucking pretty much out of gas.
Can't be out of gas, bro.
Yeah, I gotta be out of gas on my adult pacifier.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't want to run out of gas.
The adult pacifier, aka the devil's USB drive. Yeah, I wish they never invented these fucking things, man. I had quit smoking, and I was totally like non-smoker. And then one of my friends was like, I don't want this, have it. And he foisted it on me, and now I'm fucking hooked. It's fun. I mean, it's not like as bad as smoking, but it can't be good for you. But I quit drinking. I've quit drinking for like a year and a half now, so that's
Is there nicotine inside of it?
Yeah, it's just nicotine, and it's fucking maddeningly addictive. Plus, I can like hit it on the plane and shit, like right in my seat. Wherever. So it's like, because the plane was a big part of how I quit smoking, because I was on the plane for so long, and I'm like, oh, I hate nicking out on the plane, and it's a big part of quitting. But yeah, anyway, whatever. All right. So let's do a timer beat, and then I think we're all going to go to the park, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, sunshine's good, right?
Yeah, sunshine's very good. Okay, cool. So half-hour timer beat starts now.
Boom.
Chop samples for 5 minutes.
Okay. And I think I just want this one to just be that. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I'll probably just want the hi-hat there. Okay, and then I'll probably want another little... Okay, and that one.
You just warped that sample is what happened, yeah.
I'll probably want it backwards of that one too. So reverse that. Okay, now I want some weird ones. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a fucking. Put this one on loop. And then upgrade, pitch envelope, amount up. Okay. Now I want to make a rewind. And turn the pitch envelope on. Crank that up. Crank the sustain down. Then shift down. And then here, let's make some more weird ones. This one, let's do something fucking crazy to it. Done.
3, 2, 1. Make some sequences for 5 minutes.
Okay, let's make some sequences. Oops, down. Put that up to here. Okay, and then fixed length is on. Automatic quantize to 16th notes. Yes, thank you. And then fixed length is on. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's our basic sequence, and then. Oops, that shouldn't have been that. That should have been that other one. Okay, that'll be our build up. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I want to do another one that's just us. That one will be handy for when we get some other sounds. Now.
Nice.
That could be a good sequence. Let's see what else. Yeah, let's do something like that. Oh wait, I think I gotta change my automatic quantize to 30 seconds to do this. Oh weird, why is it starting in the middle of the bar? That's not what I want.
That's halfway.
do fixed length of 8 on this one. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to do that on... I'm going to change my quantize to 16th and have another go at that. Let's delete that. Yes, so let's do a weird one now. Oh, I got way off on the metronome. Oh fuck, the metronome's... I think I gotta turn the metronome volume up. Oh no, it's not swinging out. Okay, fuck. Metronome volume, there it is. Okay, let's delete that again. Fucking metronome. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Fucking hell. Okay, this pattern is so much easier. 2, 3, 4. Fuck, it's hard to play that fast. Fuck it, whatever. Next section.
Got a few.
Okay, so now go over here. Let's do our basic drum beat. Basic drum beat here. Oh, I gotta change the fucking screen. Okay, here I'm changing the screen. But because of my screen changing time, I'm gonna go start this sequence over so I don't lose.
Add drums and subs for 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Delete that. Let's put this to fixed length for. Okay. That one probably doesn't need a pattern. Yeah. Let's, boom, chickum, dak, dum, dum, chickum, daka, daka. That's a good pattern. And then what's this one? Oh, come on. Where's my... Why are you not playing, you fucking fuck? Oh, that's why. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I gotta turn my fixed length back on. Okay, that's cool. What's this one? Yeah, let's do house. Great, next one.
Sweet.
That one doesn't need a pattern. Yeah, something like that. Great. And then that's, okay, so now we got subs. Let's go to my Moog sub. Let's too. Oh no, not solo.
That's halfway.
Okay. Now let's go to this one. Yeah. Okay, and then back to this one. It's probably the same bass line as the other one. And then this one too, I think it's probably the same one. So let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, maybe if we take the same bass line, let's see what this sounds like.
Raunchy.
Yeah, this could be a good bridge.
Yeah, that's nice and clean.
Oh no. Let's delete that. No, it should be, okay, delete. Yeah, it's a fourth and a fifth, so. Okay, and then that one.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, and then this one probably here. Oh, fucked it up. Yeah. Fucked it up. Okay, it's too late. What the fuck, man? Why are you not fucking... Okay, can't get mad. Dude, what? Ableton, come on, man. That's
Keep
not how that
dropping those
command...
notes out, dude.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate that scene because that'll sound cool, but not... Wait. So that should be... That's a cool fucking riff. I knew that arpeggiator thing would be cool. So it started out like this. Okay, so let's find some more riffs. see what this sounds like with the pluck. And then, well, I just made a sequence. Okay, and let's get an arpeggiator. Oh, I'm running out of time on make riffs. Okay, close. Make riffs, arpeggiator in here. And then let's do 16ths. Duplicate that scene a couple times because we probably don't want the pluck right away in the first time. Let's see what this sounds like. I think if I take this and I double the length, and I take the second half, so it's like. And let's see what our chord sounds like with that. Okay, so these two would drop probably first into this. So what do we got for progression? Okay, so I'll do that first with no subs and no other beat. Okay, and then here, let's see, do that 8. And then there, we'll do 8s to start. And then we'll go 16ths. And then we'll go 30 seconds to here. And then nothing there. Okay, so. And then it's likewise with here. As we come into this section. So this is probably. See, this one will start with chorus. I forgot we're doing double time. Probably need a riser, So I'll go into my noise rise and I'll put like a nice long fucking riser. Let's do like a 4-bar long riser. Oh no, wait, that pattern's 8 bars, so I'll do a 8 bars with the riser on the last half.
Doubled up.
And then this is cool, but it doesn't really fit with the rest of our vibe. So I'm gonna get rid of it. And then that's cool, but kind of doesn't really have anything to do with the rest of the vibe. I like the chords, like with the yeah, maybe put this. This could be an outro, like a warm up to the outro. Okay, I'll probably get some little vocals in here.
Come on!
Sounds good in there.
Three.
This man, I'm go. Let's up. Let's go.
And automate for 5 minutes.
Go.
Okay. Okay, so let's arrange it. So now double stop here and get all my things are in the right position. Great. That, go to that. And then we go just with the enter key and then just play over here. I'll make sure that's off. Okay, cool. Now we edit. There's a couple little fuck ups in there. Most notably, when I came in a bar extra there. So we'll go use the handy cut time. Edit cut time there, I thought. And then I want to get some of those extra like ho ho vocals in the outro. Those I thought were good. Then in the intro, one of the fucking solo things didn't really work. I think this could be. Yeah, there. That I didn't like that solo. So where's the solo on that one? I think it was one of these. Yeah, there we go. Let's kill that. That's it. Timer's done. All right, that's pretty good for a half hour. This one kind of came out like it's got a vibe. You know, it's got a vibe. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead.
That was fucking
and
intense.
play it into the sequencer and make us a fucking render. Yeah, it was a good day today.
I mean, that was incredible, dude.
Yeah, you gotta go quick. You gotta go quick. All right, so
I cannot do that.
Dropbox. No, you can. You just gotta
I'll get
do
there.
it. Yeah, you go get there.
I'll
You just
get
gotta
there.
do it a bunch of times.
First of all, I never used a push, but
Yeah, the push definitely helps.
that might. But
so
that
what-
was awesome.
So one of the big perks of playing it live is that it has to sample the synth live. So even though you can't touch anything else while it's rendering, you can play the synth, which is what I'm gonna do.
You can just jam a bit.
right, and that is today's timer beat. Pretty happy with the way that came out. All right, collect all and save. And that's that. So cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's my warm-up beat for today. They really come out a lot better when you've had a good night of sleep. Let me tell ya.
Yeah, a little more.
Cohesive.
Yeah, you're just there with it, man.
Yeah, and so much of it is just like staying calm, too. You know, like just being calm.
Your focus was like flow
focused.
state style.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I saw.
that one came out pretty good. But yeah, so that's like the basic process, and the idea really.
There's nothing really too basic about that, but I got you.
Well, yeah, but that's like
Yeah,
that's the basic idea of it, and then basically like what you want to do is you want to play the sample and then find some melody that sounds natural with the sample that also sounds natural without the sample. And then you can use that melody to transition in and out of the original sample and to make a drop that has like its own thing happening and create its own world that is like born in the sample,
Still works
but
together.
it has its own world. And that like you can never be too good at that, you know?
Right.
And especially if you're like into that whole like grammatic, grizz, pretty lights, etc. sound, being able to work with samples in that way and learning how to flip a sample, as they say, which is with that process of taking the sample into drum rack pads. It's called flipping a sample. So learning how to do that. And if you watch like, there's lots of different YouTubes, but if you look up like how to flip a sample, you'll get stuff on it. Cool. But yeah, that's your fundamental skill that you need to.
Yeah, now
to
I just
learn.
gotta figure out how to get the thing to work with my Ableton upstairs and.
I can come up there and check it out. But I think it's time to take the dogs and
let's
the
do
baby
that.
to the park.
Let's do that.
All right,
Definitely
cool.
sunshine.
Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Big up to all my supporters at Producer Dojo. Big up to all the weekly download members, and big up to all the fans and listeners. Can't do it without you. Love you guys. Peace.